What's going on, guys? It's your boy Lil Soy Sauce, and today I'm just doing a discussion video about Devil Fruits from One Piece. Why? I wanted to. It just seems like they're very interesting. Devil Fruits have been in the story for the most amount of time, and yet it's one of the things we don't know everything about. Like, we know a lot of things, but not everything. So I just wanted to get into just a general discussion video today. Not anything super serious, nothing like going into depth. Just a general discussion of what we know about devil fruits and possibly what more we could learn from them, because there's still a lot of things we don't know about them as well. So I want to start today first with talking about what they actually are. Like what are devil fruits? Devil fruits are essentially a power that is stored in a fruit, obviously, and you can eat it. And it doesn't matter how you eat it. You could take a bite, you could eat the whole thing, you could just eat the skin, whatever. As long as you're the first person to consume it, you gain a power. Now, most of the time people don't know what power they're going to get, because a lot of these aren't identifiable by the swirls unless you have the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia that tells you how they are. But most of the time, they're kind of unidentifiable. That's the right word I was trying to say. And with that, you just the power you're going to get when you eat it. So as soon as you eat the fruit, you automatically know the power. Now, you don't know how to fully use your power yet. That's why you have to train with it, but you at least know your name. And I would guess the way you would learn these, like, by their shape is by, like, oh, so that fruit is the Gomu Gomu no Mi, and then they ate it. Like, okay, what power did you get? I got the same power. And then, boom, you find out that's the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Like, you don't understand. These things are super rare. Like, there's people in the world of One Piece that believe this is, like, a myth. That devil fruits are just a straight up, like, myth. Like, you saw throughout, like, the East Blue Saga, when Luffy was going from town to town, everyone's like, what the hell? He has the power of a devil fruit. I thought those things were myths. You know what I mean? That's my typical, like, peasant voice. But yeah, they thought that they were just complete myths. And it's like, how? I mean, like, I get it, because, like, they're not as common as people think. Now, of course, in the presence of the story, it seems like every single villain we meet, at least has a devil fruit power. And especially, like, now with, like, Yonkos, where they have multiple devil fruit users working under them. And, like, with Big Mom, talking, like, all her kids have devil fruit powers, and then she has powerful allies. Like the Beijay's, the Fire Tank Pirates. I remember their name. Yeah, the Fire Tank Pirates. They have, of course, Beijay, who has the Castle Fruit. Don't know about its other crew members. I'm assuming, but you get what I mean. So, but you have to think in the, like, grand scope of the whole world of One Piece. Most of the citizens don't even really know what these things are, unless they're on the Grand Line, and, like, if you're in Sabaody, you probably know what probably the average citizen knows, like, oh, those are devil fruit powers. Those things exist because pirates go through there all the time. Maybe larger countries like Alabasta, probably they know, a lot of their citizens know what devil fruit powers are. I mean, you had Pell, who was a, devil fruit user, he was, who had his powers. And then the Crocodile was a big thing there, and they knew Crocodile had powers. So I would assume that most of the people on Alabasta know, like, oh, devil fruit powers exist because we've seen them before. But then think about, like, Nami's hometown. What was that called? Kokoyashi Village. I mean, do you think they would have seen a devil fruit power? Because think about it like this. Arlong took them over, and he didn't have a devil fruit power. So they know that, fishmen are real. You could say so, but I mean, unless, like, when they saw Luffy, they're like, oh, devil fruit power. But you're talking, like, like Syrup Village. They probably don't know what devil fruit powers are, really. Maybe the Goa Kingdom, I don't know. It seems like they may not have a great idea about it. But you have to imagine that most of the grand scope of the One Piece world has no idea. Like, look at Amazon Lily and Wano. They don't even know what these are. The Kuja see it as like a disease or something. Like, it's like a curse or something, like a cursed power that they have. But then they find out what they really are, and they just kind of use it to torment their own people. With Wano, it seems like it's just a straight up thing. That's why, like, if you, spoiler alert, chapter 921, big thing dropped. Kaido is confirmed to be a dragon. I mean, I don't want to get into too much of a tangent about this because I really want to just, get on with this video. But I will say that it was something that I didn't expect. I thought, Kaido was going to have like a oni fruit or like a like a devil fruit. I mean, because I would think that he stays in that devil form probably his whole time, but no, he's a Chinese dragon. There's many theories we can go into that, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. I just want to get back to the video now. Sorry about that. But no, we find out that Kaido is a mystical dragon. I don't remember where I was going with this. Let me stop it and I'll continue with what I was doing. Sorry about that, guys. I was talking about how Kaido is seen as a god in Wano. Because, again, the Wano people don't know about devil fruits. It's like a mystery to them. So, and they see Kaido as a god in some way, it kind of, like, puts in perspective, like, yeah, like, in the grand scheme of the story, we know pretty well what they are, but I think in the world of One Piece, these are still like mythical things. So I just want to bring that idea to the forefront. So it's not like devil fruits aren't common everyday knowledge. So not everyone would really know how these things work. Only like a select few people, like, of course, devil fruit users would know how this works. Like Luffy knows, like, oh, I know all these things. But like, go ask some random citizen, like, hey, do you know what devil fruits are? They'll be like, what? Those are a myth. Like, they don't know what they are. So you have to look at it like that, and you have to understand that, there's things we know, but then there's things we still got to figure out with devil fruits. Like, for one thing, where did they come from? Because I don't think these things just magically popped up and like, oh, what is this? I think it has something to do with the Void Century. Okay, I'm thinking that everything that we know that's still a mystery is the Void Century. The ancient weapons, Void Century. Devil fruits, Void Century. What is Shanks' power? Probably somewhere in the Void Century. And I don't know where devil fruits come from, and I want to know where they come from. There's theories going around that say that it's coming from like a tree in the middle of Marishwa. I think it's called Adam's tree or Adam and Eve's tree. I don't know what. It's something to do with like Adam, the first man in the Christian Bible, and it's a theory that tree is the source of the devil fruit powers, which it makes sense because, it would seem like Marishwa could get their hands on this. I'm thinking this was a power created for the Marishwa people. I don't know if this is correct, but this is a theory I'm thinking of. What if like the Marishwa people, the people like the Celestial Dragons, made the devil fruits from this tree, but then a member of the D clan went in and took like these devil fruits and basically repopulated them down here in the Blue Sea world? I don't know, because that sounds really kind of stupid, but it makes sense. Like, because the Celestial Dragons to get their hand on anything, you would have to think that maybe the average citizen doesn't know a lot about the One Piece world. And when they see things like devil fruits and they see things like, these poneglyphs, and they start finding out true things about the history, they start to kind of see through the void of the world government, because the world government does have a control over the world, whether people realize it or not. And you have to understand that they live in constant fear that they could get destroyed or get killed at any time by a celestial dragon. And it would make sense if they had these powers. Like, they kept them all themselves. They had all the power in the world. No one can really stop them. You know what I mean? If a celestial dragon really wanted to have Kaido's devil fruit for whatever reason, the Marines would find a way to get Kaido's devil fruit. Like, the world government, if they have to pull the ancient weapons out of their ass, they will find a way to get Kaido's devil fruit. Like, you do not understand, like, how important the celestial dragons are. And it would make sense that it started with them, like maybe Ima-sama, who made the devil fruits, with his power. I don't know. Or maybe, Vegapunk figured these things out. And Vegapunk was able to normalize. Maybe they were like these powers and these, like, maybe they're like these broken powers. But then Vegapunk figured it out and said, you know what? I could find a way to like normalize these things. Maybe he normalized them and made it be able to have more controlled powers, because I could see it like that. I could see it like how the devil, like there's like these ancient devil fruits, not just devil fruits, but like ancient devil fruits that had like the broken powers, like the Toki Toki no Mi, a time devil fruit. Now it's kind of balanced, but like something like that, like someone has like this OP devil fruit, like what could be like this, like foresight, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like really OP powers. Like super intelligence, where maybe that's what Vegapunk. I don't know. Maybe there's like ancient devil fruits that are like the source of all devil fruits there. And Vegapunk maybe ate some like super intelligent fruit or something. I don't know, because he's like 500 years ahead of his time. I mean, you could say that he's just a really smart man, or you could say maybe he ate intelligent. Maybe that's one of the ancient devil fruits, and he was able to normalize like these devil fruits and maybe make offsprings. But maybe again, Vegapunk works. Maybe he works for the revolutionaries. Maybe he got a bunch of them, and he basically got them out to the people, and maybe hope that the people one day would come together under one cause and fight back against the world government. But of course, that's just a theory that I have, and I don't want to get too much into it because I want to save those for later videos, but I just want to get into a general discussion. So with devil fruits, there are 3 different types of categories. You got Paramecias, you got Zones, you got Logias. Paramecias they're just like the just a mystic category. Like there's really no way to classify them besides the way you call special Paramecias. Don't know a lot about that, so we're not going to get into it. But yeah, you got Paramecias, which is just like a mystic category. If you get yourself a zone power, you get yourself the power of an animal, any type of animal, really. You got your bears, your tigers, and your lions. Oh my, I butchered that so badly. I'm so sorry. You have like, you can get a bear fruit, an elephant fruit. You can get a giraffe fruit. Get yourself a mammoth fruit. Oh goodness, you can get yourself a human fruit. Yeah, there's a human fruit out there. Yeah, what if a human ate the human fruit? What would happen? Oda said they become enlightened, and then we got Sengoku. Now, that's the zone types, and the Logia types I think are the most sought after one, because they actually let you become a physical, not like an element, like fire, cold. That's what Aokichi is. Aokichi's not the ice fruit. He's actually the cold fruit. That's a very big distinction. And of course, his fruit is superior to the harpy chick. She died. She had the snow fruit. Monet, that's her name. I was trying to remember her name. Monet had the snow fruit, or the Suki no Mi. I believe I think that's her name. If not, I'll put it right under her face, like what her devil fruit is. But yeah, her devil fruit allowed her to control snow, and Aokichi's allowed him to control cold. So yeah, Aokichi had the superior devil fruit. And then we find out that Akainu has the magma fruit, and then Ace has the Mera no Mi, or the flame fruit, which magma is superior to flames. Now you got Kizaru, who has the light fruit. Well, who has the sound fruit? Who has a devil fruit like that? I don't know. You could throw in maybe Apu, because he has the music one, but I don't think it's going to be something like that. Because that's the only really counter to the light is sound. It's like the less superior. It's like the, superior to thing. I got to get some water. Hold on. Sorry about that. But no. So, and Logias, again, are the most rare type. I think the most rare type, again, is one of the subcategories, which is mythical and ancient zones. Once again, I want to save those for their own videos because I think those guys deserve their own discussion videos, like on the history of what we know and maybe possible future zone type devil fruits or ancient zones, mystic zones. And again, with Paramecias and Logias, I want to get those in separate videos, just kind of broaden upon them more instead of just trying to jam everything into one video, because that could be like a 3-4 hour video, and I don't got time to sit here for 3-4 hours, but that's besides the point. So again, what could we expect in the future with devil fruit? Some quick theories. I already gave you some minds with like past things. Those are just off the cuff. One of my things that I'm noticing in the story, and I don't know if my logic of thinking is going to be correct, but I'm noticing a pattern with how, you know, things are being told in the story. Like, for example, when it comes to Big Mom had essentially no Logia types. Her thing was the food, and a lot of her children had like food-based devil fruits. Like Sparrow had the lick fruit with candy. Smoothie, long leg Smoothie had the juice fruit. I think that was her name. I think that was her fruit. Katakuri had the mochi fruit. And then you had who? I swear someone else. The cream one had the cream fruit, and yeah. But then besides that, you know, then you had Daifuku, and then you had like just like random Paramecia types. A lot of her kids have Paramecia devil fruits. Like Daifuku had the genie fruit. I'm not sure what it's called, but I think that's what it's called. I don't think it's been revealed anyway. So, and then you had Oven, who had the heat fruit, where he like could, you know, punch you with like just heat. Yeah. Then you had like Montadore, who had the book fruit. Then you had like Pudding, who had the film fruit. Again, I don't know these powers, but I know what they are. And like a lot of her deal was just Paramecia types. And then we get to Wano, and we're getting into like you know, smile devil fruits. Like we're getting into like, you know, the smile devil fruits with like, you know, zones. And then of course we just again revealed chapter 921, Kaido is a mother dragon. We could tell, and then of course Jack being the mammoth, we're getting into more of a zone S type with Kaido. And again with and then we go into Blackbeard. Well, Blackbeard is just around there hunting out devil fruits. His big thing, he's actually a Logia type, the dark fruit, the Yami no Mi. His thing could be fucking Logia types. And then we get to Shanks. Well, I mean, Shanks doesn't need a devil fruit. Shanks is that powerful. Shanks could be the hockey guy. So yeah, where Luffy finally unlocks all the secrets of hockey, and then maybe Blackbeard helped it, you know, fight awakenings. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the story, but that's how I think it's gonna go down. I think that, you know, that's how the devil fruits are set up, and we're going to find out more about each type. That's where special Paramecias were dropped, and we still don't know about the two other calamities who are in Wano, which I'm really mad that okay, I'm fine with Jack being back in the story, but I just wish that Oda would have gone with another calamity. Maybe that's not how it's supposed to be written, but I would, you know, hope that we get introduced to another calamity, so that way, you know, he gets introduced and all that stuff and all that. So I mean, we're gonna get introduced to a lot of powerful characters here in the coming up story. I don't want to get too much into it because I want to do when chapter 922. I won't be able to do a video because I have to work, which sucks. But I might do something on Monday when I have more free time. Because I'll be working all day and I'll be really tired. and I might do something Monday where I might do a 922 review and kind of tell you my opinions about what I think is going on further in the story. But getting back into the whole thing, and again, there's just so much we don't know about devil fruits. I want to get into more discussions about the future of the devil fruits and like what we could know, just talk about random theories out there. And I laid some out of my own in this video, but there's probably plenty more of them out there. If you guys have theories you want me to talk about and review and think and put my 2 cents onto it, I could, you could do that. Or I could go out and find my own. I'll give credit. But yeah, I just want to talk about just a general discussion about them. I also want to get more in, I also want to get more into talking about devil fruits in general. Just like the different subclasses and all that stuff. I want to do a lot of different discussion videos with this, but I just want to do a general knowledge right now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching.